This is the Bovine Metropolis Theater. We've got shows going on here 5, sometimes 6 nights a week. Monday nights we've got the Improv Hootenanny, which is our community showcase. Anybody, any improv group can sign up and play. Tuesday nights we've got the Heirs of Hogwarts. Yay! It's a Harry Potter fan fiction improv show. You can come see me if you want. It'd be great. On Thursday nights we've got, but wait, there's more! It's an infomercial themed long-form improv show. Friday nights we've got Like This Show, which is our social media integration show. You can tweet and Facebook during the show. It'll come up on the screens. It's awesome. You can also come up on the stage and run around. Really integrate with the show. And then Fridays and Saturdays at 10:15 we've got On the Spot, which is just like Whose Line Is It Anyway? And since you are here for the 8 o'clock show, you can stay for the 10:15 show tonight for free. Woo! So if you haven't had enough improv, stay for more. Also, if this looks like fun, you can take classes here at the Bovine School of Improv. Level 1s are starting all the time. Just go to bovinemetropolis.com. So, Act 2, the Elimination Challenge. One person will go home, and one person will win 2 hours of vocal coaching from Jenny Thomas, the voice coach. Hooray! So, to get us started, let's bring back out our judges. All right. You guys ready for Act 2?
Yes, we are, sir.
Are you excited?
Yes.
All right. You guys ready for Act 2? All right. Let's bring out our contestants. All right. Contestants, Carl will hand out slips of paper to you, dividing you into 4 groups of 3. Ooh. If you've got A, go ahead and stay on stage. If you've got any other letter, go ahead and go into the lobby. So. Hi, Jesse. Hi, John. All right.
Did you say your names again for, sorry.
I'll hand the show over to Eric. And he'll explain the elimination challenge. That's fine. I was just handing it over to you officially.
Okay. If you could say your names for all the audience again, please, Jesse.
I'm Jessie.
I'm John. And I'm Natalie.
All right. And Jesse, John, and Natalie. The 3 of you are going to do a 3-person scene. And that time you should play 1 character only. We want you to focus on exploring the entire space by playing the scene with your group. All right? Our guest judge is going to be looking at how you use the space imaginatively to bring crucial information to the scene. We're looking for fun and interesting scenes. To get a location for this, what I'd like is someone in the audience to wait. I'm going to start doing this, and someone in the audience just yell, "Stop."
Stop.
Thank you. And I need somebody else in the audience to yell, "Stop." All right. You are at a shopping mall in a space station.
Yes.
Lights up.
Yes, we are.
Holy Jesus!
Calm down, Gerald. What's up?
Nordstrom is sold out! Sold out, girls! What are we gonna do?
You know what? I'm going to look it up on the computer real quick and see if we can find another source, huh?
The giant computer has all the answers.
It does. Oh. Amanda, you promised this time we could help him.
I said last time was the last time.
Sir, our system seems to be down right now. Satellite problems. But thank you.
Listen, I don't want to be a pest, but I need this for a funeral today.
Gerald. Oh, let me look in the closet and see if we've got anything back here for you.
Gerald, it wasn't Paul, was it?
No, it wasn't Paul.
Oh, thank God. I'm glad it wasn't him. Yeah.
What do you mean? You think he's what does that mean? Was that an insult mixed in with a metaphor and a pun?
I'm just saying I think that you could do better than Paul.
You guys, I don't know how to tell you this, We've lost all communication. All communication. That means we can't shop for anything. Not a darn thing. No boots, no glitter. Let's
Lock ourselves in here.
You know, if we have no communication, they don't know what we're doing.
Amanda, calm down now. We should keep a tight ship here.
Are you kidding me?
She's absolutely right.
Cashmere sweaters, 80% off. Thank you very much. Lack of communication. Crocodile skin boots. Why, I don't mind if I do.
Listen!
I can't resist these prices.
You guys are worried about these sale prices and we've lost communication with the entire effing universe? Seriously? Get your head out of the effing cashmere!
Okay.
Guys, I'm going out there without a helmet if you guys don't put that down!
Okay, that's down. Gerald, I'm sorry. Shopping should not be the first priority. Our safety should be.
No, humanity should be!
Oh.
Humanity!
Gerald, you're always got a cause, okay? You know what? It's the three of us. This is as human as it gets.
How human is this? Dramatic push.
What did you think there, Nick?
Natalie, I really liked how you brought the scene alive by bringing up the lost communication. That's what really picked the scene up and drove the other actors to the walls, and in one case through them, by raising the stakes to incorporate the whole space. Great.
John, you shouldn't have gone into space without a helmet. I kind of got lost in that thing because the whole time I was trying to figure out what an insult mixed in with a metaphor and a pun.
You're a sassy one. Jesse, I love that you kept taking it emotionally, and everything that they said you kept taking it emotionally. However, instead of saying it wasn't Paul, was it? It's always more powerful to take the active choice. When you say it wasn't Paul, what you're hoping the person will say was it was Paul. So you can go like, oh no, Paul. But it's a more active choice to just go, I miss Paul, and to make that active choice, not leave it up to your partner to choose for you. They don't know. And I love when they don't know where we are. You're like, instead of like panicking, you're like, 80% off sweaters. It was like a future Macy's commercial. I might die, but at least I'll have great clothes. So I love the choices you're making on stage. So we made it. Thanks. All right, who's our next contestant, please? Oh, thank you. All right, can you say your names for us here, please?
Ashley? Kate?
Asa.
All right, Ashley, Kate, and Asa, we were going to get you a location to get you started from the audience. So if someone in the audience would yell stop, please. Stop. Great, and somebody would yell stop, please. Stop. Great. You are at a cafe on a prison planet. Cafe on a prison planet. Lights up.
That's great.
I earned us 2 chairs today.
Nice job, Beaumont. Nice job. Here, have some frothy cream.
Thank you. Oh, that is refreshing.
I love these cafe days they give us.
Yeah, they're a nice break.
Yeah.
Caffeine gives me the ability to carry on. I just want you guys to know that and how important this is to me. Hey, do we have any more chocolate syrup? Because I can see it up here.
Oh, goodness. Brenda, this is this is really great that you earned us these chairs, Brenda. I've been wanting to sit for years now.
You and me both.
Jeez.
But I do think it's important that we don't become lazy just because we have chairs now. We're still on a prison planet.
Right.
We still gotta maintain our work ethic.
Guys, there's a key in this Cracker Jack box.
There's a key. There's a key in the Cracker Jack box.
We need to get out of here.
Well, Trevor, you may have done it this time.
Yes.
Where is the lock to this planet, buddy?
Well, it must be somewhere in the cafe, because I heard before this was the cafe, it was the lock to the planet.
You know what? When I make the soil and cream, I usually step in this hole. Yeah. There's this hole. I bet you that's where the lock goes. Hey,
Feels pretty solid.
well, maybe you gotta get in there.
Well, I can't do that. My knees are not capable.
I have a chopstick we could use.
Chopsticks, that's right, Brenda.
No, I just have one.
Oh.
Lost the other one.
Jeez.
Right here?
Yes. This is it. I can feel it now.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh yes, it's giving way.
Yes. Oh, that's.
That's hurting my arm.
Yes.
Are you stuck?
Yes. I am stuck.
Man,
Maybe it's a black hole.
It must be. It's. Brenda!
Trevor's gone.
So what'd you think there, Nick?
Kate, I thought you did a good job establishing initially the relationship, but I was really waiting for the space to really be engaged, and I was really gratified when finally it did, when there was a black hole that opened in the floor and somebody got sucked through. So yeah, thanks for that, you guys.
I like that, Kate, you got found a use for one chapstick. Genius.
It scares me, that was my note too. Ashley, I thought it was great how you came out and you said, "Where is the lock to the planet?" When we get out of the cafe, that's easy. I know we escaped the planet. I thought that was. I also loved Soylent Cream. Like that is like Soylent Cream. That's exactly what they have there. Asa. Love the frothy cream. Love the caffeine gives me the reason to carry on. And we felt the scene was kind of not going anywhere. We were all kind of like, okay, when's going to something happen? And he found the key. And then we're like, oh great, Asa found a key. What's it to? And then the black hole. They said it's a black hole. And then you decided that you were already inside the event horizon. And so often in improv, you know, we're like, we don't want to go into something. We're afraid of it as people and as actors, rather than just doing it and going for it. And it's so much more gratifying when someone just like gets sucked into the black hole. You know, it's so much. Wasn't it fun to see him do that? It's so much more fun to see someone take a quick, active choice like that and use the environment to train. You know, we could do another scene now and see where he ended up. Because you're probably on it's a wormhole. Who knows? All right,
Coming back next week.
Extra voice for plugging the show. Names, please.
Travis, Jerry.
Lindsay.
All right, Travis, Jerry, and Lindsay. Did you get the instructions in the back from?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
We're going to give you a where to get started. If somebody in the audience could say now.
Stop.
Okay, good. And someone else.
Stop.
Okay. Oh, I don't know how that's weird. You three are in a fort in hyperspace. We're playing on a fort. But here we go. Fort in hyperspace. Lights up.
Well, this should be another one. General.
Why, thank you.
Here's another one. Mine's better.
We used the blunderbusses last year.
This is so shiny. The space goblins don't stand a chance.
You like mine.
It's shiny. You did a good job, it's true.
You can't go wrong with the good blunderbuss.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Everything's whooshing past us. So fast.
alright. Just hold. We got this.
Oh, I'm getting space sick.
Don't open the window! Don't open the window!
Marty!
Why didn't anybody say nice shooting, kid?
Nice shooting, kid.
Thank you.
Nice shooting, kid.
Sir, kid, sir.
General Kid.
General kid, sir.
General Kid, sir.
You kill green goblins with blunderbusses like the best of them.
General Kid, sir.
All right.
I'm going to use this standing shooting helmet, if that's okay.
So, this is probably the best time to mention it, but I'm cutting your guys' pay by 20%.
I'm sorry, what? I might have misunderstood you.
All right. Well, maybe my reasoning, not realizing your holding gun, wasn't the smartest idea. But look, we've had to make some cuts in these tough economic times. Our hyperspace engines are way too expensive to upkeep.
We killed 4 goblins last week.
I know, but the fog goblins, they've been lowering in stature since we've been killing them all.
It's not the best idea to try to downsize a man with a particle accelerator weapon.
Yeah, you tell him, Marty.
What about this? What if we created our own enemies? That way we could still keep funding.
I believe I've got an enemy. It's management. It's a fight I think I can get behind.
Do something! Keep doing it!
Marty, Marty, stop the cannonballs.
Ow!
There's a cannonball to the face! That hurts!
Sorry, we couldn't afford an actual cannon.
Ow!
Alright. How about, since you're down on your luck right now, I'm gonna cut your 401k.
Oh, that's just not right! That's not cricket, that is. I don't... How am I supposed to plan for me retirement?
There's a goblin on the wing.
Chuck a cannonball!
Oh, good thinking. You learned that from me, I think.
They heard I found out!
Sorry about that.
And that's live. So what do you got, Nick?
Lindsay, I really think it's interesting that when told to play in a fort in hyperspace, you decided that the fort was like from the French and Indian. Blunderbuss and English accents. It was fun. I'm a little disappointed in the group in that the most innovative use of the space really was to use a stool as a barricade. But there's so much else going on with windows and doors and things that you could have used.
And Jerry's right. You don't open a window in hyperspace.
Your head will explode. Trust me.
Yeah, he might have been right, but if we, Travis, you stopped him from opening the window in hyperspace because you're like, stop, what'd you say, nobody said good shooting to me, and you side railed what was going on right there, and she, the scene before this, somebody got sucked into a black hole and was like, yay! Who knows what would happen if she had opened that window in hyperspace? That's dangerous, crazy stuff could have ensued, and we never got to see that. And Jerry, you're talking about what you're doing a lot, and we'd rather see you. The problem when you're doing with abstract wares is you want to tell the audience, like, I have a blunderbuss. I am going to stand up shooting. And you're telling the audience what to do instead of just doing it and trusting the audience to paint the picture in their head. So thank you very much if you guys headed back there. Yay!
Jeanette, Leanne, Maggie.
All right, Jeanette, Leanne, and Maggie, did you get the instructions from and back?
Yes.
Great. Then we are going to give you a where to get this started. If someone from the audience could yell stop. Stop. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. And if somebody else could yell stop. 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 Okay. You are in a shepherd's hut on a passenger starship. Okay. Shepherd's hut on a passenger starship. Lights up.
The wool's almost ready, Captain.
Thank you so much. Make sure they're gone good and done.
It's time to shave it then.
Okay, but shave it.
Rick, come on down here, you little boy. Come on down. A new sheep. This one's from the Morgoroth Korgloth of Camargoth.
Lieutenant, I told you to bring the black sheep and you brought the white one. I'm not sure I can accept that.
Don't be racist about my sheep. This is just as good a sheep as any other sheep, and you know it. It's got good wool.
Okay, look, I made...
Put your hand on the sheep.
Okay, my hand is on the sheep. Look,
Let him kiss your cheek.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. But if we were going to de-wool this, I want to have something that's going to look good and slimming on me. White makes me look fat.
Let's put the spray paint on it.
That's going to make it crusty.
Oh, after I shave it, I'll put the spray paint on it.
Okay, fine. I'm only the captain. You guys do what you want anyway.
Oh, no. We made her mad. It's kind of a...
Oh, you guys want to talk behind the captain's back? I can just throw you out of that porthole any minute. You guys will go withering around in space for the rest of your life.
You know what happens goes out the porthole. I go out the porthole every day to clean it. Look at me. I'm going out the porthole. There's another porthole at the end of the porthole.
I want to go! Okay, I'm not going to be made of a mockery about me.
But really?
I want you guys to treat me like you should as your superior being.
Maybe we should spray paint her!
No! Spray paint me!
Stand on the chair.
Thank you! Thank you very much, okay? This is as it should be. There you go! I would appreciate... Okay, you are starting to make me feel really embarrassed right now!
I'll do your backside first, Captain. Oh, it's gonna dry. It's instant dry. It should be dry any second.
Can you please write Captain Cool on it?
Yeah, I'll do it in green.
Green's the moneymaker. Okay, look.
Step in the porthole.
No! What are you guys? Get out of that porthole! Get out of my porthole!
We're just kidding. We're just kidding.
Really good acting.
Liars. All right, so what'd you get there, Nick?
Maggie, thanks for using the porthole. Leanne, thanks for using both sides of the porthole. Yeah, enjoy it.
I like that there was a second porthole in the scene. I didn't want her to like be dead in the scene. And I like spray painting the captain. I don't know why, but it was good.
All right. Jeanette, I love that you came out. I love that you had a character. I love you're involved in the environment. I love that your first line was the wool's almost ready. I love that. Oh no, she's having. What did you say? Oh no, I don't even know what that is. I loved all that. I love that you're on a spacecraft and yet you still were like a medieval shepherd. You didn't try to explain it like, and I just love that you were just it. I could have done without, trying to paint her backside first, but other than that, I was like, I love that. And Leanne, when you said I wanted a black one, not a white one, what you're doing there is you're trying to create conflict. When you're trying to create conflict, you're trying to get a fight. The reason you start a fight is when we're fighting on stage, we're not improvising. We're taking sides and putting and figuring out arguments. We're not moving forward. And so that's why that was there. But I love that you were such a straight person for the scene. Because with these two goofy characters, if you don't take it seriously, and if you're not grounded in this, that scene just doesn't work. So I love that you played the straight person. So it was really nice, and you already got this from her. So let's bring everybody back out.
All right. So what's happening right now? So judges are going backstage to deliberate. They're going to choose a bottom three. One of those people will be eliminated tonight. They're going to choose a top three. One of those people will win 2 hours of voice coaching with Jenny Thomas, the voice coach. Hi, players.
Hi,
boys. I love it. So, your challenge had to do with space. In 2 ways. I was thinking about this backstage. You had to use the space, and all your scenes took place in outer space. Wow. Wow. So, what's it like to use your environment in an improv scene? Do you find it challenging? Something you go to normally?
I think it's really, really helpful. I forget about it a lot, and I think that's maybe kind of common as an improviser, but actually having that environment to go to is a huge gift. I think as a player, you've got things to play with, you've got objects to work with, and I think it just really helps the scene look better, and drives my character a lot more.
And with that being said, I think if it gifts one person, it really gifts the entire scene, because it really is a driving force for how we feel of what's going on. And like with space, I think it was a really nice. Where did that thought go?
Welcome to space.
Anybody else?
That's what Jonathan was saying.
What I was
I
saying.
just finish your thought for you.
Thanks,
If you think of improv as a river going down long end, if you make a choice like the location, suddenly that river is narrowed, and so it speeds up and the velocity really takes off.
My favorite, which just happened, you use a physics of liquid dynamics metaphor to explain improv.
Yeah. Because she's smart like that.
You never know what's going to happen on this stage. So, Leanne, you had immunity. You cannot be eliminated tonight. How does that feel going into the elimination challenge, knowing that no matter what you do, you're not going home?
As much as I just wanted to goof around and like whatever, I still went into it like fully committed to everything and had as much fun as I usually do. So I was still really nervous too before, even though I had immunity. I was like, I'm gonna throw up. Anyway, so that's good.
And John, I'm going to remind you, in case you missed our first show, John won a get out of the bottom 3 free card. So basically a shadow immunity. Anytime you need immunity, up until the end of March, you've got it. How's that still feeling?
It really is. It's a nice sense of security, but like Leanne said, it really doesn't affect necessarily your play because you can't think of anything else other than what's going on in the scene. Any other thought puts you in your head, and yeah, the scene will fail. So I mean, yeah, it's friggin' sweet, but at the same time, but in the same respect, you can't go and be like, oh, here's poop, catch.
Tonight's prize is 2 hours of book. Just to keep it moving.
I love this show.
Tonight's prize is 2 hours of vocal coaching with Jenny Thomas. Who wants it? Wow! Everybody wants it. Who really wants it? But also, somebody's going home. Anybody want to say, I'm a little afraid?
Not me!
On that note, let's bring back our judges.
It's time for judgment. Our guest judge tonight wanted crazy things into space that wanted us to have fantastical wares. And we took our list of crazy wares and put them in our list of futuristic science fiction places. Some of you very much excelled in those, and some of you kind of had a tougher time. So, I'd like to get down on the spot, please. Travis. Travis, we felt like you were disconnected with your other 2 players in your scene. We felt like you didn't really use the wear. You kind of side-railed the scene, and we just didn't feel like you were in it with everybody else. We'd also like to pull down Jerry. Jerry, you were talking about what you were doing the whole time. It felt like you were telling us what you wanted us to do instead of showing us and experiencing the wear and getting involved in spaces. And finally, John. You were out there, you started the scene with a swear, and then you just kept putting effing in there, and it felt whenever I hear somebody swear on stage, my concern is this, it's like, swearing is if it's part of the character, I love it, but if I feel like it's played to get an emotional reaction from the audience, we feel like it's a lie. Also, like when you opened up the panel, you said dramatic push, it was kind of like, it felt like I am lying about this and I'm just playing here. I'm not involved in this scene. However, John, in our internet contest, you came in first place and you got out of a get out of the bottom 3 free card. Would you like to exercise that card right now?
Ooh.
Yes. Thank you.
One of you two is going to be going home tonight. Both of you are great improvisers. One of you just had a bad night. Both of you had a bad night tonight. Unfortunately, Travis, you've been tapped out.
Yes! I get to go on my ski trip next weekend.
He broke the reality of that game. I should have kept that. We thought most of you just rocked this thing. But 3 of you really stood out to us too. And those 3 are Maggie. Maggie, we loved your character. We loved your commitment to that. We loved how you used the where are my notes on this one? Anything else you want to throw in there? Yeah, here it is. We loved your entrance, that you backed off on the entrance, gave you time to find space. We love that you used the porthole, and we love that you used the character. We also would like to see out there from Asa. Asa, we loved your goofy character again, but we also love that your commitment to the black hole, and that once you saw it, you used that environment, and you got sucked into the black hole, and you jumped fast. And we love improvisers who make bold choices up here. And finally, Natalie. Natalie, we loved that you were out there and you used the environment to drive the scene, which was the challenge tonight. We love that you brought that you were working on the communication problems and you found the communication problems and you brought that to the scene, and that really gave that scene tonight. Unfortunately, only one of you can win tonight. And win what?
Voice lessons.
And actually, in our audience tonight, we have Jenny Thomas. Jenny Thomas coming down on stage. This is Jenny Thomas, everybody. Is there anything you want to say to everybody while we got everyone's rapt attention?
Do it in Cockney. All right, I'll do it in Cockney. So, if you want to learn a dialect, you can do that, or you can learn how to sing. You can learn how to use your voice, like breathing and projection, or whatever you want to do. So it's all up in the air, whatever you want. So.
Carl told me during intermission he wants to do that Tibetan singing where they breathe while they're chanting.
Yeah, didgeridoos. I have all the instruments you need, so we're good. Anything you want.
Well, unfortunately, I know all of us as actors, we all like to take care of our instrument. That's what we call our voice, and it always helps us on stage. Unfortunately, only one of you is going to get 2 hours of expertise from the lovely Jennifer Thomas, the voice coach. All right, and that winner is Natalie Kilkenny.
You don't feel it in me, you can't take it.
All right. So all these players are one step closer to being Denver's next improv star and winning our Skyventure Colorado Super Prize Pack, catered by Jason's Deli. Who will win next week and who will go home? Find out next time on Denver's Next Improv Star.